Alright guys, we're going to talk about the Rayshard Brooks shooting, and we're going to do that right after this.
Because I am hard, you will not like me. But the more you hate me, the more you will learn. I am hard, but I am fair. Bullshit, I can't hear you. Sound off like you got a pair.
Alright, so we all know the George Floyd thing happened, and, well, I'm not going to say a whole lot. There are videos going around that have indicated it could have been played up. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of investigation. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Rayshard Brooks shooting, which I might add, when I checked this morning, had $80,000 on GoFundMe. Anyway, long story short, I am here to tell you, as a normal human being, and let me know if I'm speaking slow enough, that if you attack another individual, regardless if they are a police officer, that individual has the right to defend themselves. Are you telling me that you fuckers want them to just roll over and let you do whatever you want because you might have different skin color than they do? Really? I saw the entire 43-minute video. It was boring until the end. When he agreed to a sobriety test, failed it. He agreed to a breathalyzer test after he kept saying, I don't know what it is, even though the officer clearly said, you're going to blow into a tube, I'm going to find out how much you've had to drink. Paraphrasing. Once he said, you're under arrest, you're going to jail for DUI, he decided to take off. This is the same man that was found parked in a Wendy's drive-thru asleep. Right then and there, we already know you're on something. Who the fuck sleeps in the middle of a drive-thru? Goes on to say he just came from getting something to eat. Now he's at Wendy's for something more to eat. Okay, no problem. Some people like to eat. But the minute he took off and they put him on the ground, which a police officer will do because their objective is to fucking restrain your ass because, oh yeah, you committed a crime and now you have to pay the time. He grabbed the police officer's taser. Again, I'm summing everything up because I'm sure you've all seen the video. Took off running, turned around and shot the police officer what looked to be in the face, although it was blurry. Which I might also add, a taser can lock up the body, leaving the officer helpless, and at which point he can take his gun. Because the other officer was maybe 20, 25, 30 feet behind him. Plenty of time to take the gun and shoot the officer. I don't mean to sound racist here, but we all have plenty of statistics on black suspects shooting white officers. Black suspects shooting black officers. Never mind the color of the skin. Just know this. Suspects shoot officers because they think, oh yeah, they don't want to go to jail. I'm going to tell you one thing right now, and you're probably going to get pissed off, and I could care less. couldn't care less. I support the police, but when I see something like George Floyd, I will be the first one to tell you it was wrong. I saw this entire video. White, black, blue, purple, don't matter. The shooting was justified. What does that scared bitch do? Who runs Atlanta? She fires him. Why? Because she wants everything peaceful. Well, guess what they did in between the time that the suspect was shot and the mayor came out and said, fire. They burned down the Wendy's where the incident took place. They burned it down. I want to know what in hell Wendy's had anything to do with this incident. They did not. What anything Wendy's could have done to prevent the incident. They could not. And what anybody else who was in the drive-thru looking to get a fucking meal could have done. The problem is this Black Lives Matter movement is not about what it says. It's about higher up white motherfuckers promoting an agenda. Hillary Clinton, George Soros, and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers. All the money you give to BLM goes to the fucking rich white people. Oh, you didn't know that, did you? It's called research. There are ads on the internet saying, we'll pay you to protest. I might also add that if you're protesting, you must do it peacefully. You have no legal right or warrant to go burn down a city. But you do. Then you want people to feel sorry for you. Oh, poor babies. You burn it down, you live with it. You make a mess, you live with it. You want it fixed, you clean it up. Because I'm going to tell you something around here, in this house, you make a mess, you clean it up. You fuck up, you pay for it. No one else is going to do your time or your crime for you. If you got the balls to go out and do whatever it is you want to do, then I guess you got the balls to fucking pay the consequences. Let me explain it to you again. And I'm going to talk real slow. So the kale has time to process your thought patterns. Because this is the way people are anymore. Nothing in this world is free. Nothing in this world belongs to you unless you fucking earn it. Nothing or anyone else in this world owes you nothing. Zip. Nada. You get nothing. You do not deserve free housing, free food, free health care. You get nothing. You were brought into this world, and you will leave this world a broke bitch. So anything in between that you may want, you're going to have to go out there and get it. That means an education. So when you actually walk up to somebody, you don't. The first thing out of your mouth is not, You can actually fucking think, process your thoughts, and spit them out of your mouth. The second thing is a job. The third thing is to pay taxes. The fourth thing is don't bitch about veterans and law enforcement if you have no balls or no inclination to serve the country yourself. All the people bitching about veterans and the monuments and must come down and all this other never spent a day in service to this country. But boy, they fucking mooch. They mooch. It's always me. They want. You know what I gotta say to that? Fuck ya. You get nothing until you are a productive member of society. Who gives you the right to go burn down an innocent business where the traffic stop happened? The man was drunk. Now, if that were me in that same situation, you all know damn well you would say, good enough for you, cracker. But now he got shot because he's black and unarmed, which actually he was armed. All of a sudden, it's a wrongful killing. Put it to you another way. I come at you with a knife and you have a gun in your pocket. You're going to roll over and go, stab me, bitch. No, you're not. You're going to defend yourself. Those officers had every right to go home to their families with whom you do not know, as did the suspect. The suspect decided he was going to challenge the officers, and he lost. Sorry, that's the way it is. If this had been a George Floyd situation, my story would be different. Although we can get into that in another video. I'm just trying to figure out how to word it so you sensitive Sallys don't lose your dildos out of your butts. 'Cause you will. I've been telling people for days, months, years, your best opportunity to survive a police encounter is to cooperate with them. Later on, when something is not legal or didn't meet your standards, you can file a complaint. It might go on deaf ears, but at least you're not dead. To me, this is all looking like, I mean, the George Floyd GoFundMe has almost $15 million. And they asked for 1.5. There's nothing wrong with asking for support from the community. 15 million. On top of the 20 or 30 they're going to get from the city. And the body's traveling around the country. Nobody knew George Floyd, other than his immediate family and friends. He's no different than you or I. We're average individuals. We're nobody special. But this Rayshard Brooks, that was a justified shooting. I'm sorry. It was. The officer's life was in danger. Sorry. Here's another thing, and I'm going to end it at this. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Don't challenge the police. I don't care what color you are. Don't challenge the police. You will lose. Every time. On that note, I'm out. Stay safe. Stay woke.